Today we are going to cover something very interesting. This is a cloud run function. So this comes under serverless computing where we get billed based on the request that we send. And the idea is to do a quick prototyping before investing heavily on compute resources. Uh, so let's get started without wasting time. So we are inside Cloud Run. We can create a new function over here, and you can share, put it any name. And for the purposes of testing, I'll be using public access, but make sure in production environments you never use this. And that's pretty much it. You can choose whatever runtime that you want to go with. So I'll go with the default one for now, and then we can get started with this. It's gonna create the Cloud Run function. So Google is quite generous, I would say. I think it's free for up to 2 million invocations, and even when you cross beyond that, it's pretty low. So this is perfect for small individuals or medium-sized businesses. So we can test this. This is going to be the function. You are going to get the request, and you can get some of the parameters over here, and you can do all sorts of complicated operations, but in this case it's just getting the request, and then um, it's printing out the name and the world. So what we can do is we can test this out. So this is going to be the CLI commands for testing. Do note that we do not require authorization because uh, this is just like a public access URL. So we can get started with this, and we can remove this, and we can run this. I think it failed somewhere, so let's see why it failed. We can redeploy. Sometimes uh, it causes issues, or we can even try it out in Cloud Shell because there could be some issues. If we type this over here, so we didn't do anything. We just waited for some time. So looks like it takes some time for the container to get deployed, even though it's green over here. So that's about it from like the perspective of like the Cloud Run function. So what you could do over here is you could set triggers. So essentially what you could do is something triggers this Cloud Run function. So mostly these are used in pub/sub architectures, but you could pretty much configure with this four triggers. And for any issues related to deployments on why some of the things are not working, you have some good metrics logs and other graphs that you can pinpoint exactly. So one known issue with Cloud Run function is that uh, sometimes it takes so as in what happens is that it internally it spins up like a VM or something, and you get the request, so it takes some time for it to get spun up. So the concept of warm cold and warm restarts do come into picture. So what happens is that in order to make sure that you do not have a lot of latency, you periodically send uh, one request, let's say every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, to make sure that your compute environment is warm enough so that when actual data requests come in, you are able to like successfully process the request and send the correct responses. So that's about it. I hope you had a great learning experience, and that's about it.